Ask Tom on Home Show.
Bill from Beckley, West Virginia has a question about venting options.
His soffit is plugged with pink insulation, Tom. Bill writes to us, the rest of the attic has styrofoam boards in my 50 by 28 house that lay between the joists. The soffit is all vented front and back. Should I expose all the soffit by just removing the pink stuff or just some? And will I need this? Will I need if the soffit is all unplugged? I don't know what he's saying here. Anyway, also the roofers installed a ridge vent and with gable vents. Once the soffit is open, should I close up the gable vents? There's a downdraft that forces the whole house fan on again. This attic sounds like it needs some Tom Tynan love.
Well, he mentions a whole house fan. That was Houston's. Now, this is West Virginia, of course, but Houston, where we're based, that was our original air conditioner before a lot of us were even born.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
One of those fans in the ceiling above the staircase, but it's used all over the country, West Virginia too. But let's get back to the insulation problem. When you hire someone to put insulation in, the first thing they should do is go in and install baffles. Baffles like a plastic corrugated piece of like cardboard. It may be 2 feet long and it fits between the rafters. It goes in, it staples. And what it does, it makes the insulation curve down and packs it down so it doesn't go up and over and cover the soffit vents. So if you ever do it, if they put baffles in, you shouldn't have to deal with this problem. If somebody goes and blows in a bunch of insulation or it's all loose, there's no baffles, eventually insulation will crawl around and it will cover the soffit vents because it gets blown over there. So what do? You take a long-handled rake or something and you try to pull it all away. How do you know you've got enough opening? When it's daytime, you turn all the lights off in the attic, not while you're up there working, but while you're up there, and see if you can see daylight down along the edge. If you see daylight, you've cleared enough to where you're okay. Do you want to install baffles afterwards? You certainly can, or if you got it far enough away and you don't think it's going to go back on there, then you can go with that. But yeah, you have to clear them all. Anything that is covered is not working. So you want to see just a line of light from the daylight coming around in a dark attic during the day. Now, as far as the gable vents, I wouldn't pull them out. I wouldn't do the outside of the home, so you put siding over them. What I would do is I would just take maybe a contractor plastic bag, a big plastic bag, some Visqueen, some tar paper, something like that, and just staple it over it, not hermetically sealed, but just to keep the wind from blowing in and keep it from flapping around. So put a few staples in there, and that will keep the wind from blowing in and moving the air around so it draws from the soffits and out the ridge, and that's what you're looking for. So keep it simple. Next time you do it, use baffles. If anybody else is watching, no matter where you are in the country, baffles is the way to go, and it'll avoid this problem.
Baffles. Baffle you. All right.
Yes.
All right. So now we talk in these parts, we're in Texas and he's West Virginia. The other thing we talk about is maybe you want to have a radiant barrier, but does a radiant barrier make that big a difference in West Virginia?
No. And, I'll tell you why, because they have a very cold winter, colder than we do, that's for sure, where probably their biggest energy usage, believe it or not, because he has a whole house fan, their biggest energy usage is not air conditioning, it's heating and getting through those cold winters. So you design for that mode. You don't design for cooling, which is totally different. In the Houston area where we're based, we don't care that much about winter, except when it gets really cold for 4 days. Everybody thinks the end of the world's coming. Global warming has done us in, and the ice age is here. It gets to be a little dramatic down here in the Houston area. But the reality is it's nothing, because Charlie and I both have lived up north, and we know what it's like up there. This is a piece of cake. But air conditioning is so drastic for us that radiant barriers and keeping heat off a building, not holding heat in, that kind of thing, that's not what we do here. We want the air to be cool and we want the heat out. So we handle that differently. You always design for your most energy usage during your primary season, not all 4 seasons, because in a lot of places you just don't have them.
All right. No matter where you are, we want to help you, though. Go and click on that Ask Tom button, fill out the form, just like that. And just like Bill in Beckley, we'll help you out as well. And we'll post the video like we have for years on the Home Show Radio YouTube channel. And that's where. And by the way, if you watch your videos and you like them, give them a thumbs up. That helps us out. Maybe subscribe, smash that bell, and you'll find out when we're posting new ones. Or you can just go check every day at HomeShowRadio.com.